What's up, guys? This is Thomas with Industry Relations at SDI, coming to you guys once again to talk about building trust in the dive industry with pretty much anyone in your organization. So, first off, customers, they come to you because they don't know things about our sport in many cases. So, our recreational divers may walk in and they don't know the difference between din and yoke or blade fins, split fins, types of BCs. Doesn't really matter. They're asking you for advice and information. I cannot tell you how many times divers walked into my dive shop and they're like, I need to rent a cylinder for the weekend. And I would be like, yeah, no problem, steel or aluminum. And they look at me like I have a hole in my head. And then once I explain heavy versus less heavy, they then look at me and I'm like, din versus yoke. And they're like, that shows a weakness in our industry. There's a lack of education there and a lack of trust. The reason I say that is I now have a customer who wasn't taught something. So he's lost a little bit of trust for that previous organization or shop or pro. And that extends through things. So when you have customers come to you as an instructor, as a facility owner, a retail space, take the time to be honest. Explain all you can about the subject matter, maybe give guidance if it's wanted, but at the end of the day, provide people with the information they need to make big boy and girl decisions. When you give people the freedom along with the information, they, one, respect you, and two, they will often still defer back to you to make the right decision with them. That builds a bond. It creates trust that leads to long-term sales, more business, etc. Now, dive professionals. When they come to you and they want to work together, they want to interact together, they want to run events, keep things transparent. Let them know what's going on, talk to them, don't hide things. The more we build trust, the more we share in our industry, the more our industry will grow. The more we will see positive interaction, the less infighting, the more sales, the more positivity. Because right now, let's look at other sports like stand-up paddleboarding or skiing, snowboarding, things like that. They're the same as diving. We don't need them to get along in life, but people choose to do them because they're fun and adventurous. I don't remember a single time anyone told a story about that awful stand-up paddleboarding shop down the street. I have heard stories about the awful dive shop down the street. And so don't be that person that's causing that story to even happen. When the store that's always been a problem for you down the street needs help, call them. Offer help like a good friend. When they can't get access to a gear line because you have it, call and say, hey, I know your customer needs X. Not a problem. Let's make sure they get it like you sell it. Take care of the people around you and it will come full circle. The more we act that way, the more we build trust, the more it'll come back to us in small or large amounts. So what we do encourage you to do is support the area, take the higher road. And when it's time to take the low road, you can call us at Industry Relations here. We'll help out with that. At the end of the day, take care of each other. And if we do that, we'll keep our industry growing.